All right, everybody. Just jumping in. Looks like they already got started in the first game. This is the 525 and under tournament at the Dutch in Yakima. This is a B-side match. Looks like we got Kelly Smith versus ERNIE. I believe ERNIE Gonzalez. Let me take a look here. Yeah, ERNIE Gonzalez. So he went for a bank, missed the 5. Gave Kelly a pretty good chance to get out here. Pretty open table. Biggest issue is going to be the transition from the 6 to the 8. He just doesn't want to get to where he's trying to come around that 9 ball. The 9 ball will get big and leave him on the other end of the table. So see what he comes up with. Looks like ERNIE played Keith Tappy from Spokane in his first match and lost that 7-5. Then he ended up playing Jenny Vineyard from Spokane as well. He won that 7-2, and then here he is playing Kelly. Kelly made a good shot there, just grazed the 9. Got pretty fortunate. If he had hit a little fuller, then it could have got really funny for the 8. Kelly was in that unfortunate spot that everybody hates to be in. He had a first round bye, but he was at the very bottom of the bracket, so he had to wait and didn't play a match. He was here all morning and didn't play until like 1 o'clock, 1:30 maybe. Makes it good out there, though. Get the lead. 1-0. Yeah, and he played Jared Pickens from Spokane. There's a lot of people from Spokane here. I think half the field are out of towners. There's some Tri-City players, Moses Lake. The other half are Yakima. He lost to Jared Pickens 7-2, and this is his first B-side match. So looking good. This is race to 7 as well. All right, so got shown the 2. I think ERNIE's from the Lower Valley area. I'm not sure which part, if it's Sunnyside, Toppin, or Schwabto. I think he mostly plays down there, though. Comes and plays some tournaments and stuff here. So he settled for this shot on the 4. I don't know if he's going to play safe. Oh, he just fired in that 3-ball combo. And he got good on the 4, but the 6 is going to be rough. He might need to just stick around for a bank here. Boy, he didn't take no time to shoot that and get pretty perfect on this 6-ball. Yeah, ERNIE's looking really good right here. He's just going to settle for a longer shot on the 9. It's pretty smart. Didn't do too much with it. Just kind of gave himself the best chance to have a shot at it. Yeah, it was a really good out. Tied up 1-1. It's winter break, so if either player gets gets on a roll, they could really punish their opponent. Ernie crushes the break, makes 3 balls, has a good shot at the 1, but everything else clustered up. So I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit of a long rack. Man, he made a really great shot there to separate those balls. If you can use a little bit of, you can probably just straight high force this end off the end rail and come back and run into the 6-9. He doesn't want to hammer because he wants to still stay down here for the 4. Might be a little too straight, though, to do that. Yeah, he tried, but left Kelly a tough shot here. If that 6 can pass the 9 off the rail here, I'd like to see Kelly just play the 4 and bring the cue ball down here and then play a safety. I'm not sure what he's planning here. If he's going to try drawing into a breakout or what he's doing here. Yeah, it might have just been playing to the safety here. This is perfect if he can get the 6 to slide by the 9 without hitting it. Yeah. Really good shot. Shot the safety really fast. I'd like to see him take a little bit more time and maybe get Ernie up on that 9 just to take away the, kicking around the 9 ball this direction. But it should do the trick either way. Yeah, it gets a good hit. Was going to leave Kelly a shot. He's on the good side of the 8. He just needs to make a decision here how he wants to hit this ball, whether he wants to just drift over to the rail over here or whether he wants to stun it and try to stay out in this area. He just wants to make sure he doesn't push it to the, bring the cue ball to that side pocket at all. He shot it fast. Got down and shot very, very quick there. Ernie's going to have a good chance here to take a 2-1 lead with the break. Oh, wow. Man, he shot that fast, too. Both these guys are shooting fast, and those are mistakes that they can't afford to make. 7 sounds like a lot, but it's not. Race to 7 is short when you're playing 9 ball. Kelly gets a 2-1 lead. He got away with one there. Definitely shouldn't have got away with. But moving on, taking the break. Hey, Juan. Yeah, I don't know. I had to. I stuck around town, try to get a little bit of rest this weekend because I've been on the go so much. But I ended up having to go to work around 5 this morning. So I worked for 6 or 7 hours and decided to come down, eat some lunch and hang out, and figured I'd commentate a few matches. If we get some good matches on this table here. Looks like Rich is playing with the sound effects. Must be showing somebody how this all works. He's logged in, but he's over in the main bar. I'm sitting in the office, but he's in the main bar, probably showing some other people how this all works. Yeah, good break. Coming out with a good safety right away. Got this cluster here that means he's going to have to play pretty specific shape from the 1 to the 3 to be able to get perfect on the 4. That actually helps. Now from the 1 to the 3 is easy. Yep, good little shot. This is another one of those spots where he needs to take a second to make a decision on what shape he's playing to the 5, because he doesn't want to get funny on the 5, making it tough to get to the 6. And he's going to come off the 7 a little funny, depending on how he hits it. So, yeah, shot that kind of fast. He's trying to avoid playing into the 7 and drew out of it and just missed the ball. Those aren't balls he normally misses, and definitely not a ball he should be missing here. So Ernie's hooked, but I'm sure he's happy to be at the table. It's always frustrating when your opponent makes a mistake and they get a lucky roll like this, but it could be worse. He could have not missed and got out. So yeah, Ernie made a good hit there, but got a little unfortunate to have the 4 lay up in front of the side like that. So see what Kelly does. He can try to play shape and get down to the bottom side over this way, but I almost like just keeping it where it's at and taking the cut on the 5 instead of getting fancy with it. Yeah, it's not bad too. I think he could have stopped the ball or drew back a little bit by cheating that pocket and not move the cue ball as much, make it a little easier, but this should do. Yeah. Just overhit it. So he wants to do the same thing here, just wants to come back and forth for the 7. Yeah, he shot it fast. He's got to slow down. Giving Ernie a really good chance here to tie this up. Your opponent makes a mistake like Ernie did in the last rack and misses that 9 ball. You want to keep him down as much as you can. You don't want to give him a chance to fight back in the match and give him some decent tables to get out on and build confidence. It makes a really good shot there. This is one you don't want to try to hold shape on this side. You want to let it just come back over here. Yeah, just like that. You overhit it almost a little too much. Got straight, but that could have got really funny. All right, 2-2. Yeah, Juan, it was a long week. What made it longer is I was also volunteering for Western BCA, so I was working 6 or 7 hours a day doing being a tournament official. You know, walking around, checking on stuff. Probably walking 7-8 miles a day, just staying busy doing that. Was there every morning early to open up the room, and then played all the matches, and it was just nonstop. It was an exhausting week. Was pretty much there till close to midnight every night, and then there by 7:15, 7:30 in the morning every day, with all the pool in the middle. So kind of makes a good shot, but he needs to slow down. He needs to start giving some of these shots the respect they deserve. You don't want to just keep getting further and further out of line and then making that mistake at the end. He came up good on this 3. Like he might be on the wrong side of it, but he can either lay up, leave the cue ball in this area, take the cut on the 4, or he can play the cue ball off and come this direction. Yeah, I'm just going to lay up. Smart. Making sure you have a good shot. Ernie shoots fast. And that might be what's prompting Kelly a little bit to shoot fast, because sometimes you typically, you start to fall into the same pace as your opponent. And another uncharacteristic miss there. So Kelly's got to find a way to capitalize. He doesn't have the easiest of shots, but he's got a chance here. Overcut that ball. Ernie's going to be bridging a little funny, but 5's pretty close to the pocket. Oh, he leaves it hanging again. Kelly needs to get out here. This is a table that he can't be making the big mistake on, because that'll really start to get to you mentally if you don't get out on these kind of racks. It's a good shot. 7 so close to the side, he can play it pretty thick with a little bit of left-hand English and bring the cue ball down here. Yeah, good shot. Got a little straight. 9's in a pretty decent spot, though, so it shouldn't be too difficult. You just don't want to force something funny here, trying to get better to the 9 and miss the 8. Seems super simple, but it's easy to miss when you try forcing this shot. Oh. Smart. Yeah, got down and shot it fast again. These guys are going to need to slow it down if they want a chance to win. Ernie takes the 3-2 lead. So they kind of just both gave each other games by missing the 9 that they shouldn't miss. So all's fair now. Ernie yet again makes the ball in the break, but he gets a lot of clusters. He has a shot at the 1, but no reward for shape to the 2. So this would be a spot where he should play safe. Not sure he played safe there or was going for that, but pretty sure Kelly's going to play a safety here. Didn't hit that good. Left Ernie a shot. Four's in a funny spot. I would normally say this is where he should play to the 3 so that he can get to a safety for the 4, but wow, he made a big mistake there and got pretty fortunate, leaving Kelly nothing. I think a lot of good things can happen if he kicks 2 rails at this ball. Yeah, he needed a lot more English to be able to come off the end rail from there. But the one bad thing is tables opened up quite a bit. All right. This is where Kelly should be playing safe again. I like banking the 3 like this and having the cue ball come this direction. He's going the other way. Might have been trying to bank that 3 in. I'm not sure. He's getting cover there, but I kind of like going the other direction. Makes it super difficult to get a good hit. He gets a good hit there. And he gets fortunate leave again. Pretty sure Kelly can see part of this ball, but I'm not sure how much. Might be able to try banking it. Yeah, nice shot, Kelly. Just needs to draw this back, play the 5 in the side. Yeah, he's going to have to play around to play the 8 in the same pocket. He'd like to have been straight on the 7 just so he could play the 8 in the bottom right. And he scratches. It's not good. Let's see if he can get across table. Man. With ball in hand, you definitely want to leave yourself more angle. Make it easy to get across the table. Yep, and he's going to scratch and give Kelly a really good chance to tie this up. Man, these guys are shooting fast and making some mistakes they definitely shouldn't be making. Yeah, Juan, I think he might have been worried about scratching over in the top left corner. But I think if you'd have just took a second and looked at his tangent lines, you'd have realized it was pretty natural to go 2 rails back around and shoot the 8 in the same pocket. But he's shooting fast, and he just kind of defaulted to drawing out of that, and that's why he missed the balls. When you put draw on it, the pockets tighten up, and your spot has to be more accurate. Days like today, Rich should send you a link and everything so you can remote into this and help me commentate. I'm sure you're probably just chilling at the house. I don't know if you're on baby duty while Nancy's working or what you got going on. Yeah, Kelly can see pockets of 3 here. But, I had this conversation with some couple of people last night. Just because you can make a ball doesn't mean you should. Sometimes you got to lay up and play safe when the transition for shape to your next ball is so difficult that you're just going to put yourself in a bad spot. Yeah, he makes a good shot though. Gets a pretty fortunate little bump and rub there off the 8-5 to not scratch and leave himself a shot at the 4. Yeah, just hit it thick. Got safe out of it though. I'm sure Ernie's going to be kicking 1 rail here. Oh, you can see the edge. Never mind. All right. Oh, I'm not sure he was going for that, but it shot it like he was, so we'll give him a little bit of a applause for that. Not easy to carry him off that ball and make that 9, but it looks like he hit it too thin and then it went off the 6. So
Hi.
All right. Dry break. Didn't really leave Ernie a aggressive shot here or an offensive shot to go for. See what he does. I like banking the one up this direction this way and leaving the cue ball on this side rail over here. Or just making the one. I don't think he meant to make that. I'm pretty sure he was playing safe. Just got unlucky and made the ball. See what he comes up with. It's hard to tell. Kicking. Yeah, should be able to. Oh, wow. He shortened that up a lot. Fouled. Kelly's got a wide open table here. Ball in hand. Just wants to draw back a little. Not too far. Yeah. All right, so this is all pretty natural. This should be this is a rack that he should get out on here. I would expect him to get out. He plays too good to not get out here. He's just got to get his nerves and pace under control. The mistakes he's made has usually just been because he's shooting a little too fast. All right, I'm back. I ended up having to take a phone call and then started chit chatting with Jim here from the Dutch and lost track of the match. So feel kind of bad because this is looks like it turned out to be a heck of a match. It's Hill. Ernie just played a safety here, just maintaining table control. Smart. Kelly jumps good. So I would normally want to see a kick shot here, especially because if he hits this full, it's easy to scratch. But I can't fault him for this because he does jump good. Yeah, good jump. And he's going to get rewarded, I think. I can't tell if Ernie can make the one. I think he can see it, but I don't know if he can see it to make it. Nope, he had to kick. Well, Kelly just earned himself this opportunity. This is one of those I would almost like to see another safety. Whether he rolls the cue ball up here and banks the one out. Yeah, that's what he was trying. I don't know if he got it, though. He wants somebody to come watch the hit. Looks like Ernie got down to shoot it really fast, though. So, yeah, he just played safe. This is going to be touchy. He's got to make this. Yeah, nice shot. He shot that fast, too. So he's got to make it and come all the way around table. He might be jumping again. He made a good shot, but he just overhit it. Shot it fast. Like I said, he jumps good. I would probably favor him to make this ball. Oh, I lied. Ernie's got a really good chance here to get out. Everything plays pretty natural. Yeah, he got a little on the wrong side of the three, but still completely manageable. Yeah, he came 2 rails at that. He's going to have a cut shot. I would like to have seen him shoot that with draw and punch over to this rail and just come right back. Because no matter what, he'll have a good shot. But he has a shot at the 4. Yeah, it was tough. So here we are. This is one of those where Kelly has a really good opportunity here, but under pressure, nothing's easy. Looks like the 6 ball goes in the side, but not when you overhit it like that. That's not good. I was gonna say I'd almost favor drawing straight back this way to shoot the 6 in the corner, but he overdrew it. He needed to be in this range right here. No, he's going to try to kick. He's got to use a lot of English here. Yeah, he didn't use enough. Hill on the B side, and Ernie has ball in hand with 3 open balls. This could be it. But he shoots fast, so it's easy to get out of line when you're not taking your time. Yeah, he got off the rail at least, so he can draw past the 9 to shoot the 9 in the same pocket. Or come back and forth. I thought he'd run into the 9 for sure playing it that way, but this is for the match. Oh, he almost hung that ball. Yeah, I think both these guys made some mistakes there they shouldn't have made. Ernie got away with one there. I think Kelly is going to watch this back and probably be pretty frustrated with some of the stuff that he didn't get out on because he's definitely fully capable. So, all right, you're going to close this stream out. Stay tuned. Watch EvoSports because there'll be another matchup soon. I'm not quite sure yet, but Rich will be throwing a matchup here.